Ladies and gentlemen, the second trailer for Spider-Man Brand New Day just dropped, and I want to talk about it, so I'm here to talk about it. Alright, so the biggest thing from this trailer that we're kind of finding out is we're getting much more bigger hints of the villain, what the villain is going to be. It seems like it's some kind of mind-controlling entity. It's some kind of something, I don't really fucking know. Before I get into this video, please leave a like, subscribe. This is going to be a shorter video, so please just stick to the end if you can. It really boosts my channel, helps me out, lets YouTube know to recommend my page to more people. But moving on to Spider-Man, alright? Spider-Man looks really good. Everyone's really excited for this movie. I don't really need to add on to the hype because everyone knows Peter Parker's going to be mad depressed, and that's going to be great, right? Everyone already knows that. I am kind of here to speculate more on what the fuck the villain is going to be, because I honestly have no goddamn clue. At first, when the first trailer came out, I thought it was going to be, okay, it's just going to be like the symbiote, kinda. It's either going to be that, or he's just going to turn into Man-Spider. And I think they're probably going to do the Man-Spider thing, excluding probably some of the body horror, because it's still PG-13. But for the villain, I have no idea what they're gonna do. There's like these very vague hints of Peter being like the only person who can sense this villain and like not be controlled by this villain, because it's definitely implying that it's like a brainwashing, like mind-controlling bad guy in this one. But they heavily imply that Peter is like the only one who can stop it, because he's the only one who can react to it. Also, we got the Angry Hulk. We got Hulk in the trailer. We got Angry Hulk back. And I'm gonna be really, really mad if they just made that scene for the trailer and it's not actually gonna be in the movie. Because I don't put that past Marvel at all in any way, shape, or form. However, I think the main plot points of this movie are probably gonna be Peter is really sad. He's probably gonna be adjusting, at least in the first act, to like being Spider-Man and being like alone, and it's gonna be a bunch of stuff where he's really sad watching Ned and MJ go through college and whatever. And then they'll probably discover the villain, which I have no idea. I can't even come up with a name, because I don't know who the fuck does that in the Marvel universe. I'm a much bigger DC guy. I know much more about that realm. And then the second act of the movie will be him fighting the villain, probably alongside Frank Castle and the Hulk. However, for the third act, I think it's probably going to be a thing where the villain is in control of Hulk and Punisher at the same time. So he's gonna have to fight them, right? I really don't think that we're gonna get this movie without seeing at least one or two fight scenes between Spider-Man and Frank Castle and the Hulk at the same time. Like, I feel like that's just gotta happen. The fan service is the potential for fan service is just right there. It's too great for them to ignore it. And I do think Daredevil's gonna be in this movie. I do. I think he's either gonna come as like a very small cameo appearance, or he's just gonna be in the fucking movie. Because Marvel, you gotta understand that Marvel hasn't made a good movie in a really long time. They made Thunderbolts. Thunderbolts was alright, and they did Fantastic Four First Steps, and that was also alright. But they need good movies and shows again, right? For the company and the MCU to keep succeeding, they need to keep succeeding. And so when I guarantee you, for the script, he probably wasn't in it in the first place, and then they looked at all the chatter online, people predicting that Daredevil's going to be in the movie, and they're like, well, come on, Charlie, you're over here, come on, you're up, come on, get on set right now. So I feel like he's definitely going to be there in some way, shape, or form, if not as like a big player in the actual plot, then just as a cameo. But that's really about all I wanted to talk about today. The trailer's very short. There's not much information I have to go off of. I'm really excited for this movie, and about how the second trailer came out. There's a bunch of new stuff. I'm a superhero YouTuber. This is what I do. I make videos about superheroes. I will say before this video ends, my one critique is that I don't really like that they immediately just made it so that MJ and Ned are probably going to remember him at the end of the movie. I don't really like that. I feel the consequence of From No Way Home, of them forgetting him, I felt was emotional, and it worked, and it could have definitely moved him towards like a bigger, better story arc where maybe the love interest is a Gwen Stacy or a Felicia Hardy or something else. I just don't think we needed to go back to MJ and Ned for like at least in one movie. I just don't think we needed to go back to MJ and Ned after one movie with them gone. Like we didn't even get a full movie with Peter having missing them. Like they're in every Spider-Man movie with Tom Holland. But that's about it, ladies and gentlemen. Like I said at the beginning of the video, like, subscribe, comment, interact with the video in some way, shape, or form. It really helps me out. Lets YouTube know that my content is worth showing to people and that my content is good. So if you enjoyed, please do that. And I'll see you guys next time.